Shiloh's.
Yeah. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? I didn't see you there. Well, before I start today's topic, today's topic is going to be when I first found out when the prison was corrupt. But first, I would like to talk about my experience yesterday at the doctor's office. So I took my uncle to the doctor. That's my wife's hand.
Right onto Oregon 11 South.
So I took my uncle to his cardiologist appointment, and I had my Trump mask on, which I usually do whenever we have to wear it. See, right there, Trump 2020. And this lady goes, complimented me on it. Said, "Oh, I like your mask." I said,
Turn right onto Oregon 11 South.
And so this other lady, elderly lady, looked like she's in her late 60s, early 70s, somewhere there. She asked, "Well, what does it say?" And the other lady says, "Well, it says Trump." And so then that one elderly lady says, "Oh, are you a Trumper?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." And her reply was, "You're going to get shot wearing that mask." And then she turned to the other lady that complimented me on the mask and said, "Are you a Trumper too?" And the lady tells her, "Yes, 100%. So then that lady gets up. Now, mind you, I was just minding my own business, sitting there with my uncle. And that lady gets up in a huff and says, "I'm in the wrong place, I guess." And says, "I'm for Biden because he's a real human." Now, whatever that means, I'm not sure what that means, that he's a real human. The only thing I can think of is a Pinocchio reference, which, Biden is kind of like Pinocchio. He's a puppet. He likes to lie. He's on strings. And someday, I think he would like to be a real boy. So that being said, I don't know what is it about all these Biden supporters that go right into wanting violence, but it just goes to show you how smart they all are. So let me tell you, let me go into my story now about the first time that I realized that the prison was corrupt. Oh, by the way, we're heading to breakfast this morning. I got to go do a drug test for my new job that I just got hired on. So we're in the car, heading to Denny's right at the moment. But anyways, so I've only got maybe a couple months in the department, and I'm a PI, which is basically on-call, part-time type person. And so I get this job in this one unit. I don't know the officer, don't know anybody pretty much. And so we're getting ready to, this is down in Shoes, so we're getting ready to escort inmates to the showers. So right off the bat, this officer and these two inmates, they were already, before he even entered the pod, both sides were calling each other names and just going at it, whatever, and they were both doing it. And so we get up there, and the officer lowers the cuff port down. Excuse me. So he lowers the cuff port down, and I'm standing there watching. He's getting ready to cuff these guys up, and the first inmate puts his hands out from behind, out to get his handcuffs, and then the officer pushes his hand back, closes the port, and walks out. Well, I don't know what's going on right at the moment, so I follow him out, and he gets on the phone, and apparently he called the program sergeant and stuff. A bunch of people show, a bunch of sergeants and lieutenants and everybody show up down there. And so apparently he told the sergeants that these inmates tried to assault him through the cuff port. And so one of the sergeants come over and talked to me about it, asked me what I saw. So I told him exactly what I saw. They put their hands out, and then the officer pushed them back in and shut the cuff port up. I saw nothing of the sort of anybody trying to assault anybody. And so we wrote our reports, and so I turned my report in, and then the same sergeant says, well, you didn't put down here that he tried to assault this officer through the cuff port. And I said, well, that's not what I saw. I didn't see anybody try to assault anybody. Exactly what happened is what I put in my report. So I left it at that, and so I think it was the next day or the day after, I'm not sure exactly what, but it was my day off. So I get a call in, the captain wants to see me. So I go in and go into the captain's office, and he's telling me that all the sergeants and everything said that I told them that I saw them try to assault this officer, and that I needed to put that in my report. So I told the captain, I said, no, that is not what I saw. What they told you was a flat out lie, because I told them that nothing had happened. And so the captain hands me back my report and says, well, I want you to write that anyways. And I refused. I said, no, I'm not going to write that. That's not what I saw. And so he wasn't very happy with me. So it ends up going to IA, so I get called into internal affairs. And mind you, I'm still a rookie. I mean, I've only got a couple months in the department. So I go into IA, they want to know everything that happened, so I tell them everything that happened, what I saw, what was going on beforehand, what happened afterhand, what I told the sergeants when they talked to me about it. And so they recorded everything. And so I go home, and next thing I know, I'm getting phone calls from people I don't even know, basically telling me that when IA wants to talk to me, not to talk to them, don't give any information, just all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are that's calling me, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie for anybody. I mean, nobody else is gonna support my family if I lose my job because I'm lying. So I'm at my unit a couple times, and IA comes to my unit like 2 or 3 different times throughout a couple of weeks, and want me to go over my entire story again, and want me to show them exactly what I saw and what happened. So I did that, and so the next thing I know, that particular officer that this was involved with, all of a sudden he disappears. I heard he transferred somewhere else to some other prison somewhere, just out of the blue. He was gone. One of the main sergeants that lied, he transferred to another prison and later got fired for, I think it was stalking some female officers. And so I never really thought much of it after that, but then, being a PI, being on call, I realized, because we had to basically live by our phone to get jobs, and after about a year, pretty much everybody in my academy was put to full time. And then when it was time for me to roll over to full time, they changed the because we were all it went by grades, what we got on our interview scores. And so I had an 87, and at that time you had to have an 85 to roll over to full time. So when it got to me, after about a year, pretty much everybody in my academy had rolled over to full time. Well, they changed it to where you had to have an 88 or a 90, something like that, but it was just out of my reach. So I ended up doing an extra year as part-time, and I'm pretty sure that probably had something to do with me not rolling over and doing what they wanted.
Shit. I don't know how to be. No crib on MTV. God only knows. Got my mini-me in the GP. See how it goes. Yeah, a little creepy.
So, throughout my entire career, I have always told people, new officers, old officers, doesn't matter, is if you're going to do something and you expect me to lie about it, it's not going to happen, because like I said before, I'm the one that has to support my family, not them. And not only that, but no matter what, you got to have integrity in what you do. And there's a whole thing that they used to call correctional officers there in California, the green wall, because nobody wants to talk or whatever. But that's a bunch of crap. That's only a few people. There's actually a lot of good officers, but it only takes a few to mess everybody up. But anyways, that's my first incident of me finding out that the prison is corrupt, very corrupt. And I've got more stories throughout my career that I'll share with you guys. But I just wanted that to be the first real one right there to talk to you guys about. And I'll be putting out more videos shortly. Almost to Denny's to go have our breakfast, and we'll be heading out to do my drug test and all that good stuff. But anyways, good talking to everybody, and we will talk at you guys later. Peace out. Oh, we just got done eating breakfast. I was gonna go, but there's a couple of things I forgot to put on here, so I'll go ahead and put that on now. One, if you like these videos, hit the like button, subscribe, notification. If you want to see more of the videos like this. If you don't hit nothing. Don't care. I'm not doing this to make money, so it's up to you guys if you guys want to hear more. Hit the comment, leave me comments below if you want to hear something else or any suggestions, anything at all. Any topics, let me know. Other than that, I'll try this again. Peace out. You guys have